Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to create a Doodly video that explains a project timeline to stakeholders.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
When you're managing a complex project, communicating progress and expectations is essential. A whiteboard animation video can simplify your message, keep stakeholders aligned, and add a professional touch to your product updates. Today, I'll walk you through how you can build a project timeline explainer video using Doodly. I'm going to use a fictional company, as always, to create something that should hopefully inspire you with some ideas. This is going to be Acme Web Solutions, and we're going to have 4 phases to the project. One of the things I like to do sometimes is go to FreePic or Pixabay or any of those sites and try and get some inspiration. So timeline. So there's different ways that you can illustrate a timeline. And I kind of liked, these dotted lines and the pointers. I think all this might be a little busy, but this is kind of what I'm thinking of doing. Putting little milestone markers here and then some text. The first thing we need is the line. This is a timeline. So any straight horizontal line will work. I do like this little dotted one. So go to props, type in line, and then just pick, if you're going to use the dotted one, just drag and drop it in here to make it a little larger. That should be fine. Then we need some mile markers for our 4 stages. So I'm going to bring in some that I found. So I'm going to click this little blue and white plus sign. And we'll decide which one we want to use. But we might use several. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now let's put some numbers. Let's go back to props and add our logo. Same process. I'm looking for some colored rectangles. Let's try this black one that I had created a long time ago. Just want to kind of separate this stuff out a little. I'm going to send it to the very back of the scene here. And let's change our color of our font. Make it white. So with this one. You do that by clicking the gear icon in this color swatch. And Acme logo is getting a little lost, so let's go again to this black bar, hit the gear icon, and let's make it a gray bar by turning the opacity down. Let's try 50%. Now we need some text for each of the phases, so at least the date and what it is. So discovery and planning. Next, we can add some graphics to help visualize what's happening. So I have some. Go to props, and I'm going to import them now. So again, it's the same process. We may or may not use them, just depending on how it's looking. So discovery and planning, this is when they're interviewing people. Okay, I like the overall look of it. It might be getting a little cluttered with some of these graphics, but it's okay. But my big problem right now is everything I placed on here is at its default duration and just willy-nilly order. So I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to change some of these durations and get these in the proper order. I'll be right back. Okay, I've made some timing adjustments and we're now down to about 20 seconds. Of course, I need to do the voiceover and that'll change some of this, but at least I have everything in order and general sense of how I want it to go. I did already record it earlier, so I want to go to Sounds and hit this little blue and white plus sign. And then I'm just going to drag and drop it in. And we're going to need to make some adjustments. First, I'm going to get rid of the dead air at the beginning. We can probably get rid of our cheat sheet now. Okay, so what I'd like to do first thing is let's turn off the erasing. So go to Scene Settings, Smart Mode, Erase Mode off, just a personal preference. While we're here, if we wanted to change the hand style, we could. I'm fine with this hand. Okay, so this is all looking good. I did add some time at the very end of the scene. Go to Scene Settings, added 6 extra seconds. And I added the date of the launch with a little arrow pointing to that. Next, let's add some background music. So go to Sounds, Categories, Music, and you'll just scroll through until you find something. I'll take Get With It. And you just put it down in the timeline to an empty slot. Let's go ahead and shorten this. So hover until you get the double-sided arrow and then just slide it over. Right click, fade out, and then I like to stretch this little triangle for a slower fade. And then I like to turn the volume down, so click the little speaker icon. And I like to go around the 10% range, that'll be fine. And I think we need just a little more time at the end. If we really wanted to get fancy, we could do the camera panning and zoom tool and zoom in on each of these stages, zoom in and out, pan and what have you. I don't think I'm going to do the full thing, but I'll show you how to do it so you know in case you want to do it. So let's hide that. We will zoom in just on the rocket at the very end. So put your playhead where you want it. Doesn't have to be perfect because you can move it around. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to right click and say Add Panning and Zooming. It puts a little effects box, and then you click that, and you'll see two windows. The first one is where the camera starts, and the second one is where it ends. So think of it like a little viewfinder. This is what you're seeing, part that's lit up in white. So I'm going to zoom in at the very end to this. So the last thing we see is a close-up of July 1st pointing to the rocket. Hit apply. We can see it by hitting show preview, and we'll just go ahead and play. Across all devices, finalize SEO and prepare for launch on July 1st. We'll keep you updated every step of the way. Let's build some. And timing wise, that worked out just fine. So I like that. You can fine tune it if you'd like, but I think that'll be fine for now. And that is that. Let's take one quick look and we'll be done. Welcome to the Acme Web Solutions project timeline for the BrightCart e-commerce website launch. Phase 1, Discovery and Planning. From April 1st to April 14th, we'll conduct stakeholder interviews and finalize the project scope. Phase 2, Design. From April 15th to May 5th, our UX team will create wireframes and visual mockups for your approval. Phase 3, Development. From May 6th to June 20th, our engineers will build out the platform features, integrating your product catalog and payment systems. Phase 4, Testing and Launch. From June 11th to June 30th, we'll test across all devices, finalize SEO, and prepare for launch on July 1st. We'll keep you updated every step of the way. Let's build something great together. And that's it. That's how you can create a clear, engaging project timeline video with Doodly. It's a great tool for stakeholder communication, and it adds a polished touch to any project update. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.